Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure for me, Fernanda Gualotuña from Mexico, be here with you to start today the class, the module number 7 in the Diploma Teacher Tutor. Welcome to this program. Today, the partner memory in Kata is not gonna be with us because he said in a bad news, he is sick. I hope God bless him and he recover soon. So we are going to begin today saying to everybody, hello, how are you?
In peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
Very good. Peter, hello, Peter Kunga. I saw your documents which you sent me by the email address and it's so great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, madam. You're welcome.
So how are you today, Peter?
I'm in peace, madam.
In peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
I'm in peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled, madam.
Very good. Richard, how are you today? Open the mic. Turn on the microphone. Okay.
In peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
Very good. Amina, how are you today? Amina? Egwen Chinwendu Blessing. Lusungu. Hello.
In peace, successful, happy, fulfilled.
Very good. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to start to share the screen to begin this program today. Today we are going to talk about the module number 7, but before to do it, we are going to talk about the foundation. Marcelino Munoz Foundation is a non-profit political or religious organization widely known in Mexico with international projection which has expanded in America, Europe, Africa, through the development of educational programs of great value, which can be evaluated by institutions. I have to stop here a little bit to ask you a favor. Dr. Marcelino Munoz, the president and founder of the foundation, is nominated now for the Nobel Prize of Peace. So, we are looking for people, authorities, people of foundations or people of organizations which are in Africa who could help us nominating him. You don't need to pay nothing. You don't need to do nothing, just to fill a form which I will share if you have the possibility to contact me with this kind of persons. Please help us because we want that Dr. Marcelino Munoz win the Nobel Prize of Peace. Okay. Here we have a baby with a very big and nice smile, which means we need a very good attitude to make the things that we need, to get the purposes that we have. So please make the same smile than the baby. Richard, I don't see your teeth. Richard, I don't see your teeth. Peter, I don't see your teeth. Yeah, I see now.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, so good. For the other people, if it's possible to open the camera, so good. Okay, the module initial motivational capsule. So I say to you, good evening in Africa.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, madam.
How are you?
In
In
peace,
peace,
free,
free,
In peace, free,
happy,
happy,
happy, successful,
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 and
and
fulfilled.
and fulfilled.
Great. So good. Pretty good. Okay. The purpose of the teacher tutor diploma. Please, teacher Fontaine, could you read it?
Okay. Purpose of the teacher tutor diploma. The fundamental purpose of the teacher tutor program by the year 2050 is to reduce the educational gap, and for 70 out of every 100 students who begin primary school to complete a professional career, and thus in this way achieving the necessary quality of life in people in their most sublime purposes, living in peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
Perfect. Thank you so much, teacher. Okay. This is the decalogue of the teacher tutor, the 10 purposes of teacher tutor as guide, counselor, and advisor of the students. Please, Peter, could you read the first 5, please?
Only first one?
The first 5, the first 5.
Okay, thank you, madam. Number 1, guide students in the course of their professional career. Number 2, advise students on the importance of attending classes. Number 3, advise them on the benefits of punctuality. Number 4, accompany them when they have failed subjects. Number 5, guide them about sales and being entrepreneurs.
Perfect. Teacher Richard, could you read the next 5, please? Teacher Richard? Maybe it's without a connection. Okay, who wants to read?
I can just complete.
Good evening, Miss Fernand. Good evening, ma'am.
Elizabeth, continue, please.
We should motivate them to learn to speak in public. 7, guide them to make good decisions. 8, encourage them to develop social projects. 9, promote the practice of values. 10, promote physical, mental, and emotional health care.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So
Thank
today
you.
we have marked the number 7, guide them to make good decisions. Okay, before to continue, I would like to talk to you. What means take good decisions for you? Who wants to say? What means make a good decisions? Who wants to participate?
Yes, I can start, madam.
Okay, Peter?
For me, making good decisions, I understand it as making well-informed decisions that are made after proper consultations, decisions that are made after getting light advices from the right people. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Peter. Very good. Anybody else? Richard, would you want to participate? What means for you to take good
Uh, uh,
decisions?
No, I think just after some minutes, actually. Let me just think over it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Elizabeth, what means for you to make good decisions? Elizabeth? Pontem.
For me, making a good decision is about taking a responsibility to take a choice or about something, especially about after having thought of several possibilities. That's what making a decision is for me.
Okay. For example, if you are going to prepare the meal and you say, okay, today we are going to make pizza. Or today we are going to make a very good soup with vegetables. Which option would you choose? The soup or the pizza?
The soup for me.
Why?
Is it in the evening? Is it the supper or the day? For supper?
For the
Okay.
day.
For the day. If it's for the day, I will still take the soup because I would like something that is light and is not too heavy for me. And it has vegetables too inside.
It's healthy, no?
Healthy,
It's
yes.
healthier than the pizza.
Pizza,
So
exactly.
that you prefer the soup because it's a good decision. It's healthier for your body. Okay, could be some person who say, oh no, I'm going to choose the pizza because love the pizza, but it's not healthy. Anyway. Okay, anybody else wants to participate?
Me.
Lupita.
Well, I think it's not easy to be able to take them, no? For me, it's not easy. But first apps asking for help, advice, I don't know, depending on the moment you are living, shows the best option, no?
Yeah, because we as tutor, we have to help the students, help the children, help the young people to take good decisions. Not say what do they have to do. Give them the choices, the ideas to choose the best one for them. Why? Because, for example, in the world, in all the countries around the world, we have problems with the violence. Why? Because the young people, the teenagers, choose the opportunities or the options too easy in the life. Get money, discuss with the people, don't study. Those are very, very bad decisions. But what happened? Why they took these decisions? Because the adults, the parents, the family, the teachers didn't support them, didn't give them the ideas or the choices or the examples to let them to make a decision. They say, okay, you don't want to study? Okay, go to work or go to get money. But don't say how to do it. Don't give them the support they need to take a good decision. Just say, okay, you don't want to study? Okay, go to work or go to get money. Maybe they are going to steal something and they don't know. Because my parents said I have to get money. No? That is happening in all the world. So we have to understand that we have to make them the project to help them to get the purpose, to help them to get the ideas to make good decisions. Okay?
Yeah.
Anybody else wants to say something, Richard?
Yeah. Okay. What if we say making a good decision involves a thoughtful process that leads to an outcome, an outcome aligning with your values or your goals and your situations needs. I don't know if maybe we may say like that.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Richard, you are a teacher?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay, you are a teacher. Why did you decide to be a teacher?
Okay. Sometimes, okay, actually, I can say it's like I decided to become a teacher just because
So,
oh, should I proceed?
No, continue.
Okay, right. Oh, the question says why did I decide to become a teacher?
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe he lost the signal. I could tell you something, for example, in my
Okay.
case.
Should I give more than
Continue.
yeah. I think it's wave interference somehow. It's network, it's a big problem right here. So it's like I
Okay.
don't get you proper, yeah.
In my case, for example, I am a teacher also. I am a language teacher. I teach English and Spanish. And I had not studied to be a teacher. I studied languages. But when I started to learning, no, when I started to practice English, I had a teacher. And he was a really, really good teacher. And he taught me a lot of things, a lot of clues to teach English. In that moment, I decided to teach English because the example of my teacher motivated me to teach English. That's the reason because I am a teacher. So the decision that I took when I was
Okay, well,
22 years old was because my teacher, he helped me to be a teacher. So in that case, he motivated me. And you could be the motivators for the students, for the teenagers, for the children. They are in your hands. Because if you don't say nothing, they are going to take maybe bad decisions. And the future is not going to be good. We have to
of
think
course.
about that. No? Okay. Let's continue. Guide them to make good decisions. Right, wrong, choice, decision. When you have a decision, whether it's straightforward or complicated, you often know what the correct choice is. But what option do you choose? In our case, we are professional people, we are teachers, we are tutors, we are parents, anyway. But maybe the children, the young people has no the right conscience to take a good decision. It's our work to help them, to motivate them to do it well. Higher standards led to the better decision making. Raise your standards or make a change in your beliefs and your values. And then you will make the right decisions. Obviously, when we work with values, when we work with honesty, when we work with truth, when we work with responsibility, when we work with humble, when we work with punctuality, when we always have values in our life, always we are going to have the opportunity to make good decisions. Because it's not going to be a bad person, it's not going to be a steel man, it's not going to be God doesn't want a murder, because the person has values and the family live with values. The school has values. The teacher has values. So if we work with values, if we give the example to the students, to the children, even in our houses, we are going to have good decisions. The students, the young people is going to make good decisions. Some of the decisions of the students some of the decisions that the students must make are very important. And here the teacher tutor must guide. For example, finish his or her professional career, obtain a management position or their company. Later, they will make many other decisions, but they will have already prepared themselves to make them consciously. As long as we are not aware of our decisions, the influence of other people will mark our destiny. Look at this phrase. The influence of other people will mark our destiny. In my case, my teacher marked my destiny because he motivated me to be a teacher. And you could mark the life of your students, the life of your children, the people around you, even with adults. Maybe a person is shy, is timid, or maybe this person is sad, had a problem in the life, and decided to make a change. But if doesn't have the support of the family, of the friends, of the partners, maybe this person could get a bad choice, a bad decision. In the world, there is a big, huge problem, the suicide. There is a lot of people who suicide. And what happened with these people? Why these people take this decision? Because these people feels alone. These people feels depressed. These people feels sad. These people feels, I don't know, poor. And we who are around these persons don't make nothing. Don't say nothing. The days ago, I watched a movie of a person who was a very important, a very famous singer and decided to retire. And he retired to an island in Greece. And in this island, he was living in the top of a mountain, but in that top of that mountain, there was I don't know how to say that in English. Okay, was the sea was down, but very, very down, more or less 100 meters, since he had the house. And he was living there 2 days, and in a moment he saw a person who was in front of the house walking to the border. And he said, wait, wait, wait. But he can't stop this person. And this person jumped and suicide. And the next day, there was another person trying to suicide also. But in this moment, the man in the movie stopped her. And he decided to put a wall in the border to stop the suicides. But was so difficult to build the wall in the border. To don't make the long story, in a moment, he stopped a woman who wanted to suicide and was pregnant. And he stopped the girl, he stopped the woman, and avoid that the woman jump. He helped the woman. He spoke with the woman and said, why do you decide this? And she said, because my father is going to kill me because I am pregnant. And he said, no, I'm going to talk to your parents. I'm going to talk to your father, and you are not going to die. And he went to the house of the girl, talked to the parents. The parents obviously was angry, but decided to help the girl. And she had a baby. And the baby's name was the name of the person, of the singer, famous singer, who saved the life of the girl, of the woman. And at the end of the movie, he couldn't build the wall, but he wrote in a piece of wood an advice. Please, before to take a decision, let's talk it. Before to take a decision, let's talk about it. And in that way, he stopped the people who wanted to do suicide in front of his house. This is a movie. It's not a really story, but it's not a true story. But that is an example of a story that we could make. Okay, we don't live next to the border of the mountain, but we live around a lot of people. And maybe a smile, maybe a greeting, or maybe a hug could save the life of a person. So think about that. We have to talk about the decisions that the people in our family, at least, are going to take. And if you have a good friend and you see your friend sad, depressed, in trouble, or something like that, talk to this person. Hey, what happened? How can I help you? Okay, I can't do nothing. Anyway, come on, I'm gonna give you a hug. You know, I really appreciate you. Please take a good decision. If each one of the people in the world make this, we are going to avoid the suicides in the world. Listen to me. It's very important. It's a very serious problem, and it's in our hands to solve this. Obviously, we are not going to help everybody in the world, but the people who's next to you, With that, it's enough. How can we do it? Okay. This is a video. Let's watch it. After to watch it, we are going to talk about.
How do you manage your Amazon ads? Manually, spreadsheets, agencies, virtual assistants? It's time for something better.
In a 2011 study, researchers followed a group of judges, deciding whether or not to offer imprisoned individuals a chance at parole. Logically, one might expect things like an imprisoned person's crime, existing sentence, and current behavior to be the primary considerations. But while those details were duly examined, one variable had a remarkably large impact: the time of day. Imprisoned people who met with the board in the morning were far more likely to receive parole than those whose cases were reviewed in the afternoon, even if their crimes and sentences were practically identical. This finding might seem strange, but the researchers' explanation was simple. In the afternoon, the judges were likely exhausted. Specifically, they were experiencing decision fatigue. This kind of cognitive exhaustion occurs after a period of extended decision-making, and it can make people more impulsive and less confident while making choices. The dangers of decision fatigue are clear in high-stakes scenarios like this study, but it can have a serious impact on our day-to-day lives as well. So what kinds of choices lead us to this state, and what can we do to fight fatigue? Everything our bodies do, whether physical or mental, uses energy. But while it's unclear exactly what resources are depleted during mental strain, studies have found many individuals seem to have a daily threshold for making decisions. And once that threshold is met, most people make the conscious choice to take it easy and save serious thinking about any new decisions for another day. How quickly you reach this threshold depends on several variables, including the frequency, complexity, and novelty of the decisions you have to make. For example, choosing what to eat for breakfast isn't very taxing. Not only is this decision limited by what's available, it's also a choice you expect to make once a day, with fairly low stakes. And even when you're not quite sure what to eat, the time between this minor decision and the next one should give you ample room to recover whatever cognitive energy you expend. But let's imagine something much trickier. For example, your car suddenly breaks down and you need to replace it right away. This is an unexpected, complicated decision with serious consequences. In this case, there are countless options to choose from, and you won't find them all in one place. To make the optimal choice, you'll need to do hours of thoughtful research to consider the various pros and cons. And since this is a decision you don't often make, you'll also have to identify what considerations are most important. The time pressure can add additional stress both during the decision-making process and afterward, as you expend more energy wondering if you would have made a different decision with more time. After just a single decision of this magnitude, most people would have already reached their decision-making threshold. But in professions where individuals need to make multiple high-stakes decisions every day, decision fatigue can be much more dangerous. Judges, like those in the 2011 study, often encounter difficult decisions back to back with no time to recover. Many researchers are especially concerned about decision fatigue in medicine. Doctors often work long shifts full of life or death decisions, and some studies have found that medical workers are much more likely to make critical mistakes when working extended shifts. Addressing these issues requires institutional changes, but there are much more direct ways most of us can avoid fatigue in our daily lives. One simple strategy is to make fewer daily decisions, tackling your to-do list over multiple days, or even removing some rote decisions from your day altogether. It's also typically less draining to offer advice on a hard decision than it is to make that choice yourself. So it can be helpful to imagine your decisions as someone else's before considering how the consequences impact you specifically. Finally, it's essential to remember that not every choice is equally important, and learning how to relax about the small stuff can help you save energy for the decisions that truly matter. Did you know that there's a natural, altered state of consciousness that can provide positive emotions, creativity, and feelings of accomplishment? It's called
Okay. What can you tell me about the video? Partners? Hello? Hello, hello.
Yes, tutor.
Nobody?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Okay, maybe. Can you hear me?
Yes,
We
yes.
can hear you.
Okay, so just to begin with, I just want to talk about this part, which to me which has helped me a lot. Where is saying sometimes for you to make a good decision, you need to think of it as if it's for someone else, where you consider the results of what you're going to do or of what you want to do. Don't take it as personal. Try to think as if it's for someone. Look at the possibilities, and how they might help that person you're thinking of, and later you can make a decision. And the video is saying also, it's not always like it's not always you're going to have complicated decisions. It's not always we have such, because there are some moments where you need to make a decision, like at the same point. The video gave us an example of the car that needs to be fixed at the same point, the same time, where you need to find someone to help you. So the decisions which are made as quicker as possible, but you still need to think of them so that they should help you better. And like you need to make those decisions as quickly as possible. But there's some decisions which you need to think beyond. For example, I need to do school. I should think of what will happen after this, or what do I need to do for me to complete this house, or for me to continue with this school, for me to complete these studies. What should I do? What are the things I need? What do I do until I complete it? So it's all about having time, sitting down, thinking about it, or looking for all the things that will help me. For example, if there are studies that will help me to complete the studies, if it's the house, things that will help me to complete the house. So it's more of having much time, giving yourself time, a room to think of all the possibilities, all the things that you need before making that decision, as something like, before making a final decision on what you want to do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lusungu. Thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you.
Somebody else?
Okay, let me contribute mine.
Please.
In a scenario, in a situation whereby an unforeseen circumstances it becomes up like that, what I think I should do, or the person involved should do is, first of all, you strategize how to go about it, how to go about the cost and every other thing. Then the person should just think how to go about the cost and the solve, that is, let me put it, solving the situation at hand. You have to strategize very well on how to go about it.
How to work about it?
Yes, how to work on the how to solve the situation at hand. That is, you need to strategize very well.
Okay, I will send to the chat of the WhatsApp a document which has some strategies to help the people to make good decisions, okay?
Okay, Mom.
Yes, tutor, thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Peter?
Yeah, I think a summary of this with the whole video we just watched, it's very, very important when one is trying to make any decision. I think you have to be in a good state of mind. You don't just jump up and start making decision when you know psychologically, mentally, you're not really balanced. Making a decision, I think you have to be balanced as human, mentally, psychologically, so that you'll be able to make the right decision, that you know that at the end of the day, you'll be able to achieve the aim and the goal is being arrived. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Peter?
Should I come in?
Yes, continue, Peter. Peter, could you get your opinion about the video, please? Peter? No, okay. Lupita?
Thank you. Well, it's a bit of what we've been talking about, no? When you have different contexts, speaking professionally or in daily life, every day you have to design something. They may be simple or not. I believe that experience is the best tool. Home, school, this program, etc. No?
Thank you, Lupita. Okay, the only sure
Can I?
way to... Yeah, continue.
Okay. Actually, I just want to buy the last point, which we have just heard from Mr. Ikwemu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Richard? Richard?
About one point from that, that is, you need to be very stable decisions. So you need example. I think I may take it to different kinds of like consequences or different types of decision making depending on the situations that they are in. For example, sometimes it needs to have critical thinking, about the situation. You need to think, that is to uh, to weigh the situations that is about the pros and cons and make a logical decision on that. And sometimes it's like you need to have that like long-term consequences. So if you have long-term consequences, it means you need to understand the impact of the choices on the future goals and what and the opportunities, something like that. And about in value of alignment. So it's like we need to come up with aligned decisions with the personal values and the aspirations that we have. So I think that we can just much prosper into that decision. I mean, making good decisions. But all in all, you can't just rush into that. Actually, when you are not stable in mind, physically, it really needs time. It really needs for you to cool down yourself and proper thinking on that, because it requires critical thinking about all the problems or maybe any other things that you may have upon that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Richard. Very important things that you say. Okay. The only sure way to evaluate the effectiveness of a decision is to evaluate the results. You will discover over time whether a decision was good, bad, or indifferent. But if we really solely on retrospective analysis, the path to better decisions can be difficult. Hindsight is incredible prone to attribution bias. There is no perfect decision. Every choice we make has its own set of pros and cons, and each outcome is determined by a complex web of variables that we are unfortunately unaware of most of the time. What's more, every decision has an opportunity cost. Saying yes to one course of action means saying no to another. It is impossible to be sure that we have made the right decisions. Only we have to think the decisions that I'm going to take is the decisions that we are going to live with. So, we have a purpose in the life. We have the ideas, the projects that we want to get. Okay, let's take decisions to do it true, to do it real. But think always that we have to make these decisions with values. Human values are very important. Every day, even to eat, even to wake up, for everything, we took decisions. We take decisions. We make decisions. When you wake up and you say, okay, I'm going to stay in the bed 10 minutes more. Or you say, oh, my alarm sounds, so I get up immediately. Those are decisions also. Okay, are good, are bad, that's your opinion. But are the decisions that you take in your life to make your life? If you want to be productive, okay, wake up early and get up immediately and make the things that you need to do. You don't want to be productive, okay, stay in the bed. Or wait time to make the things. The time is the unique thing in our lives which we can't save. The time is flying and flying and flying and flying. And that minute that passed away is not going to back. And that minute that have passed away maybe could make to change your decisions. So think about that. Think about we have time to live. We have time to enjoy the life. We have time to help the other people. There is only in our hands to make decisions. There is only in our hands to help the other people around us to have and to make good decisions. You are not always going to change the mind of the people, obviously, no. But with your smile, with your friendship, with your help, with a hug, with an open hand, maybe you could help to them. I would like to know if iPhone is a man.
Yes, ma.
Yeah, I got it. A man.
Yes.
Write me please by the WhatsApp because I would like to ask you something
Okay.
special.
Okay, I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you, ma.
people, does anybody have any question or any idea, any comment would you like to make? No, today are no activated. Today are sad. What happened? I don't see your faces. Peter, Richard, and Fontemis open the camera. The other, no.
We are here, madam.
Thank you, thank you.
Madam, we are here with you.
Thank you, Bashir. Thank
Yes,
you so much.
Yes,
Okay, as I told at the beginning, we are nominating to Dr. Marcelino Munoz, the president, founder of the Foundation Marcelino Munoz. We are nominating him for the Nobel Prize of Peace. So please, if you know the president of an organization or a foundation or an enterprise in Africa, in any country, contact me because we are going to ask this person to fill a form to nominate Dr. Marcelino Munoz. Is not going to spend any money, is not going to spend too much time, just few minutes to complete the form. And that's going to help my president to get that prize. Before to go, we are going to make the final motivational capsule. Please repeat after to me. I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
I believe in my intelligence.
I believe in my
intelligence.
I believe in my ability.
I believe in my ability.
I believe in my purpose.
I believe in my purpose.
Finish my professional career, a master degree, a doctorate.
Finish my
Primary,
career,
secondary, high school, my professional career, a master's degree, a doctorate.
End up working as a manager or with my own company. Have a social service, search for a Nobel Prize.
End up working as a manager with my own company, have a social service, and search for a Nobel Prize.
Be at peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
Be at peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
Dying done.
Dying done.
I know I can do it.
I know I can
do it.
I am probably world citizen.
And I am proudly
well citizen.
Thank you so much, tutors, for your connection today. Thank you so much because I know you are going to make the change around you. Please, please, please take care a lot. God bless you, and I'll see you next Thursday. Something else.
Thank you.
Help me to distribute the link for the register of the new generation. We are going to have 2 generations, one in English and one in French. If you know the people around you who want to connect for this diploma, please share the links for the register. Thank you so much. See you next week.
Madam,
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank
I think
you.
I would love to ask you something that's
Yes.
on WhatsApp actually.
Yes, Richard, tell me.
Yeah, I'm saying I would love to ask you something on WhatsApp.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, see you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.